Did your savings accounts get decimated in 2008 like millions of other people? And are you wondering if they will ever be restored to the value that they were prior to 2008? I'm Camille Gaines, founder of FinancialWoman.com. I've been investing for over 30 years. I bought my first stocks and mutual funds when I was in my early 20s, which was a while ago, as you can see. And I want to share with you today something that I think will be really helpful if you feel that way, if you feel like you will never get back to where you were, that it's impossible, especially given the way that the market is now and the interest rates are now. If you feel like you'll never be able to restore those investment accounts, I want to give you a way to look at this that's been really, really helpful for me. And that's what I'm going to share in this video. So first of all, I've got a little crude drawing up here of how the stock market works. And you'll see it goes up and then we all know it drops and then it comes back up and it drops again. We're sort of right here right now. And that's kind of a baseline, and that's what happens before it breaks out and goes higher. It will usually kind of check out that prior area where before it fell the last time or previous times. So now we've been kind of hanging out up here at the very top, almost flat for a while. Depending on when you see this, of course, that will have changed. So the bottom line is you never know for sure what's going to happen here. And that's why it makes it so scary to get back into the market and why so many people feel really, really frustrated with that. Now, what I'm going to share with you is super simple, but sometimes we overlook the simple things or the simple solutions when we're, I like to say, inside the bottle. And I know with my business, I will completely miss something because I am so inside the bottle, you can't read the label, right? Because it's such an emotional thing to know that you have your money outlive you and sustain you for life, right? So you can not only pay your bills and have a roof over your head, but also more urgent needs such as medical care and paying your electric bill, right? Having a home. So let's look at this, and let's say that your investment accounts, a lot of people want to know, how much can I expect? You may have looked at the Financial Woman investment calculator or seen my video about that. If not, look below. I've got that here. And what you can do is estimate, of course, but here's the thing. A lot of financial professionals say use 6 to 9% for what you can get long-term from your investments in the stock markets. Well, over a really, really long period of time, over 20 years, that works, even 25 years. But that no longer is, it depends on when you get in and out of the market, right? If you get in here, you know, before this, it's going to take longer. Obviously, this is so logical. But seeing it and thinking about it in this way, I hope you'll find helpful. And so if you get in right here, then, you know, yahoo, right? You're going to be closer to this 30, maybe even 40%. And the other end of the range is -0. So, you know, as I mentioned, 2008, boom. And what happened is the value of the accounts dropped. So then it's really super hard to earn anything from those investment accounts because the value dropped so much. A lot of people didn't get back in the market. It feels super scary. Right here, it feels scary. Everybody hates the market. They still hate it here and here. And these are when the bargains are there. So I get it. I've been there. I've done that. I totally get it. So what I want to share with you is some ways to restore your accounts and some ways to look at this and ideas. So I also want to mention one reason it's so hard now, that even if you have a substantial amount here in your investment accounts, because interest rates are at all-time lows, the dividends play off of the interest rates. They're intertwined. So even if you still have a decent amount of wealth in your investment accounts, there's, you know, it's hard to earn anything, right? Especially when we're way up here. It's scary. You know you're not buying in low and you're not going to get to ride that up, right? So the very first tip I want to share is spend less. You'll see my sad face. That's no fun. But what I will share with you is almost everyone, if they just stop and look at their expenses, they will be able to knock some expenses off and not even notice, seriously. And it actually gets sort of fun, especially when you are aligned, you know, from a conscious level about what it is you want to achieve in your life. And I think a lot of people realize they just really don't want more stuff. They want simplicity. And so that really comes in here to spending less. And there are so many great ways to have a wonderful life without, spending the most amount of money that you can on something. So I won't dwell here. I don't dwell here. I suggest it. I say to always look at it. You can always knock off some expenses. Almost everybody can. And so that's number one. Number two is so powerful, and it's to add income streams. For some reason, a lot of people just don't think in this way. They don't think about this. And so you can add income streams from your investments, or you can add income streams from in other ways, small business, or you can add income streams from real estate. We've done all three. And what I love telling you is that so many people, especially people that are over their mid-40s, they have exceptional skills in one or more areas that are in demand. And so it's become easier than ever to start a small consulting business, start your own business around something where your expertise is because of the internet. The cost to entry is just almost nothing. So there's an astounding opportunity. Is it simple? Well, some aspects of it are. I've written about this, and if the online piece is not simple, but simply networking locally and seeing what you do and consulting with people and helping them in your area of expertise is simple. So this isn't a video about all that, but I have more on that topic. So look below. I'd love to share more with you because I've been living and playing in this world for about 9 years now, and it's a really fun place to be. And then the third option is to do both of these, right? Because this really makes a huge difference. Spend consciously and add those income streams. Not only that, but the biggest expense for most people, or so many people, is income taxes, and income streams often have tax advantages. The fourth tip I want to give you for retirement investment strategies, or getting ready for putting in place some retirement investment strategies, are just simply to invest longer. This is true whether you're 30 or whether you're 55. I mean, well, I can't say 55 because then you're not going to have that long. But let's say if you're 30 versus, or if you're even 55, you could still easily have another 15, 20, 30 years to accumulate wealth. So at any point, try to invest longer wherever you are. And it's super important. The younger you are, my gosh, with the magic of compounding, it's almost like you don't have to do anything, especially if you have some kind of retirement program that matches your funding or you have some advantages. So the last tip I want to mention for retirement investment strategies ahead of time is to be proactive with your investing. And that's simply to just pay attention here to this and know that you can't pick this exact spot here or here, but what you can do is pay attention, be aware, and make your decisions around what you're seeing in the overall markets. So that's what I wanted to share with you in this video, these retirement investment strategies. That retirement's kind of a dated word, really, because my husband and I both have our own businesses, and neither of us really feel like we are retired, but I think that so many people now welcome the opportunity to expand further and create new income streams. So for lack of a better word, and a word that everybody understands, I will say these are retirement investment strategies that you can get in place really at any age, because retirement is no longer about 65, right? That's what I wanted to share. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, I'd love for you to like it below. I'd love for you to share it. And if you want to learn more about investing, be sure to grab my investing ebook at the link below. Thanks.